Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Wednesday check-in. It is Wednesday, if I could figure out where my camera needs to be, Wednesday, August 19th, 2026, and if you haven't done so already, hit like and subscribe. Head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday. Also, check out the blog that is updated every now and then, at least once or twice a week, at hellocupcakeitsme.com. Also, follow me on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays, where I do a little 10-minute segment over there every Tuesday. And follow me on all the other social medias and get a copy of my book, Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. Wow. So I can't talk this morning because, well, just waking up. And yeah. So, I've had a very difficult last few days. Friday, my mental health got completely wiped out. I had to see my new primary care doctor, and they will not be my primary care doctor for very long. They were very dismissive, very, I'm right, you're wrong, and almost like you will only speak when spoken to type of personality, and wants to undo 13, we'll just say 14 at this point, 14 years worth of medical treatment that multiple other doctors have put me on, and because they don't like it. So the medication that I'm on works for me, and I am feeling okay. um, but I don't like being told that I basically have no say so in my own health care, and that will not be taking place. So I'm shopping for another primary care physician. And that's it. So that took place on Friday. And then over the weekend, I have been looking for a childhood friend of mine for the last almost 30 years. And I think I found this person. Everything points to them being who I think they are, right down to the mutual friends and the the connections to siblings that this person would have. So it's like, okay, I think this is them. I just don't know if I should reach out after all of this time. Uh, we lived two completely different lifestyles and just grew up differently. And is one of the things that I truly am upset over my biological egg donor for removing me from this person's life. Uh, but as kids, you have to go wherever the adults take you. And, not only did I get uprooted from my familial home because my parents got divorced, then I was put in with a grandmother who did not like me because I was my father's son. And I met this person. We became instant friends. Then I got moved several miles across the town. And the next time I had the ability to get back to where they lived, they were gone. So, fast forward 10, about, yeah, about 10 years, nine, 8 to 10 years. So from about 91, 92 to 1999. I don't see this person again. And then June 17th, 1999, I had just graduated high school. My sister picked me up and brought me to, at this point, I was living with my dad again, but she picked me up at my dad's and brought me back to the town that um, the biological mom and everyone else, like my core friend group that I did, not my friends that I grew up with, but well, I grew up with both of them, so this is kind of difficult, but I had my friends from where I was born and raised and saw every other weekend, and like eventually graduated high school with them. And then I had my other friends from when my parents divorced and I went to live in this new city, and the school, like all the friends that I made at that school and so on and so forth. So I had like these two um, distinct, very different friend groups. So, anyways, go back to this Southern California town, and I pull up at my friend's house, um, who was having a big like summer barbecue for all of the kids who had graduated and just end of school barbecue. And as I pull up, everyone's like, "Oh, Michael! Wow, yeah, how are you?" All this other stuff. And this person turns around, and it's that childhood friend. And I hadn't seen them at that point since like 1991, like zero contact, no idea where to even find them, the whole nine yards. And yeah, it was amazing. So I think I found them, and I am hoping that it is them. I'm still kind of waiting around to build up the courage to even send a hello message. Um, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, that was like the biggest saving grace of the weekend. Other than that, haven't done much of anything all weekend long. Was still in a little bit of pain from last Monday's physical therapy. Physical therapy this Monday was a little bit better. Still a little sore Monday, and then yesterday had some soreness. Today I woke up and I have like some pain in my right kidney, and I don't know if that is just dehydration because I don't think I drank enough like water the last couple of days. Um, so gotta keep an eye on that and see what comes from that. I also got something that I'm kind of excited to check out because I saw these. I think I saw these originally on the TikTok shop or on Instagram. I can't remember which, but they are dopamine patches, and I they're 30 mental health or mental wellness patches. They support dopamine and serotonin production, mood support and positivity, and they are vegan, which, like, how can you not be vegan? You're a sticker, but I guess maybe the adhesive. So I am hoping that these are amazing and that they will not be too hard to get a hold of in the future, because I ordered these through Walmart and they came late. So I'm kind of upset about that, but oh, those smell great. It smells like lemon. Yeah, it smells like lemon pledge. So this is what they look like. And you're supposed to put it on a part of your body that is not hairy or that you're going to apply lotion to. I never put lotion on because I have naturally oily skin. So, except for on my legs. My legs, for some reason, are always ashy, and I should probably wear lotion there, but I don't. But that is neither here nor there. And then you're only supposed to wear it for 8 hours. So at the time of recording this, it is 9:47. So I'm just going to stick it right there. Where did it go? Oh, you can barely see it on the camera. Or at least I can barely see it. So we'll see what happens. Set a reminder for 8 hours to remove dopamine patch.
I'll remind you today at 5:47 p.m.
Okay, at 5:47 p.m. I got to take that patch off. So we'll see what happens. And if you don't know, dopamine is that chemical that is supposed to make you feel happy and just give you focus and just like yay feelings. What else is going on? I've done a little bit more writing in my Compendulum book, and still kind of trying to decide if I want to pull one of the short stories out and make it into its own children's book, because it is a children's story. It's about three monsters that live at a trash dump that want to enter a cookout. So, yeah. What else? So I've been working on that and just getting it formatted, and I printed up what I have so far, because there's another friend of mine who has said that they want to write a book and are very self-critical and scared to put that emotional rawness out into the world. And I just said, you are in your advanced years. So what if it pisses people off? You have always lived your truth. You have always done what you want to do on your terms. What the fuck does it matter if it pisses people off? What are they going to do? Most of the people that you have told me about are dead or invalids. Like, you really think that they're going to pull up on their walkers and like try to shoot you or whatever? Like, just write the story, get it up off your chest, because what has happened in your life is extremely unique to anyone else's life. And you owe it not only to yourself to have this legacy, but you also owe it to your children and your grandchildren to know these stories. So, I printed out some of my stuff, and they have a copy of my book also. And I'm just like, do it, And I make you the promise that should you pass away before you had a chance to finish your book, I will get it published for you. and I will make sure that your story does not die with you. But I need you to put pen to paper. I don't care what kind of chicken scratch you got going on. I will figure it out. I will type it up for you. I'm making you that promise. So we'll see what happens. Um, oh fuck, that's good. I got a new coffee. It's Cafe Barillo or Baristo or something like that, and it's a dark medium roast or a medium dark roast. And I have a Keurig, but I don't have the Keurig pods for just regular coffee. So I bought two stainless steel ones off of Amazon yesterday and or Monday, and they came yesterday, and they're stainless steel and they work with the Keurig 2.0s. I have a 1.0 uh, universal cup, but it just didn't work. But that's a damn good cup of coffee. Um, I I added some pumpkin spice and some sea salt caramel to it, and I hate to admit that I'm liking the basic bitch of the pumpkin pie or the pumpkin spice, but it's really hitting the flavor profile right now. So just everything in that cup of coffee is just amazing. That or the dopamine patch is already working, and I'm already like, yay, this is amazing. Let's live life. Um, Either way. But what else is going on? Oh, got a bunch of new records the uh, Tuesday, and one of them is a Reader Digest record. And I didn't even know Reader's Digest came out with records, but it has some pretty fucking amazing music on there. Unfortunately, it doesn't really have any. I think this is just the inside sleeve of what for the Reader's Digest cover. But yeah, there's really nothing on there. And I don't think the platter itself says anything. Oh, it does. Um, Mountain Music by Alabama. I Wouldn't Have Missed It for the World by Ronnie Millsap. Uh, But You Know I Love You by Dolly Parton. Night Games by Charlie Pride. I Just Fell in Love Again by Annie Murray. And I Believe in You by Don Williams. And I Ain't No Trick, It Takes Magic, Lee Greenwood. Somebody's Knocking. Yeah, Somebody's Knocking by Terry Gibbs. One of a Kind Pair of Fools by Barbara Mandrell. Friends by Razzie Bailey. What Are We Doing in What Are We Doing in Love by Dolly West. She's Got the Gold Mine, I've Got the Shaft, Jerry Reed. So, and they talk about today's modern music being sexual. I got the gold, or she's got the gold mine, I got the shaft. Okay, there. We know what you're talking about. One of the records that I was absolutely excited about getting was Burt Bacharach's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Unfortunately, the record is not in there, and it's two children's records, of which I was excited for. However, they are extremely dirty. Like, you could see how dirty they are, and one is scratched beyond all measure, and I don't know how that's going to play, and I don't even know that I want to play it. I ordered some record cleaner supplies, so I'm going to try to fix it up the best I can. I want the Peter Pan records, but if they are too damaged like that, I'm just gonna leave them be. But after I get done listening to that Reader's Digest one, the next one I'm gonna go to is this Songs of the World, the Norman Leboff Choir, and you have, let's see, France, Mexico, Poland, China, Portugal, Ireland, uh, Russia, Scotland, and Venezuela, Switzerland, and Sweden on here. So, kind of looking forward to this. And each one is in the language of that country. And then on the back here, it has all of the lyrics in like in French and then in English. So that's why it was taking me so long to read, because they didn't believe in bold-face fonts or whatever back then. So yeah, still loving my record collection, and I've probably got a good 30 something records now, and I just ordered my Tina Turner Private Dancer. So I cannot wait for that to get here, because Private Dancer is one of my absolute favorite songs from Tina Turner. I like Proud Mary, and I like What's Love Got to Do with It, and most of her songs I really love. But Private Dancer, ever since I was a little kid, even before I knew what the song was even about, I loved that song. Just like Material Girl by Madonna. Um, didn't know anything about the song. I knew all the words to the lyrics or whatever, but I used to call it the robot song, because the synthesizing at the middle or the end, she is living in a material world. It sounded like a robot to me. I also had severe hearing problems as a child, but that's neither here nor there. But Madonna is one of my favorite artists. Like and people always ask me, well, what songs do you like? I like all forms of music. There are some exceptions. I don't like reggae or reggaeton. Don't really care for mariachi. I like Spanish music. I just don't care for that, like, street street fair carnival type of like music with the like boom 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 boom, like polka type Hispanic music. Don't really care for all of that. I love Middle Eastern. Um, some Indian, like Indian, except for if the female singer is really high pitched and nasally. I don't really care for too much of that. Um, and Swedish death metal is actually pretty freaking hilarious to me. And I love Korean, Japanese, and Chinese music, from traditional folk song all the way up to like K-pop Demon Hunter type stuff. Um, so yeah, I have a huge wide variety of musical taste. And opera. Don't really care for opera. Phantom of the Opera, completely different. Um, but yeah, like Italian opera, or yeah, I don't care for Spanish or Italian opera. If it's in English, maybe, but for the most part, no. I'm not that sophisticated, and I can appreciate it. And if I had to go to the opera, it would be like, okay, let's do this or whatever. Um, but I'm just I'm not an opera person. I love the theater. I love experiencing the theater, but yeah, above and beyond that, opera, not so much. Ballet, love it. Uh, Theatrical performances like Wicked and Cats, Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of the Opera was absolutely life changing for me when I saw it. Um, I saw Andrew Lloyd Webber's version of it in the Pantages Theater in Hollywood, California, and my God, it was fan fucking tastic. Um, and somewhere in my collective, I actually have the Phantom of the Opera on CD, just because "Angel of Music" is one of my favorite songs from that whole album. But anyways, yeah. So I think I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And yeah, make sure that you follow, like, subscribe, do all the things. And I will talk to you on the Thursday podcast, or see you this coming Saturday for the Saturday check-in. So until then, remember, you are doing the best you can with what you have available to you. In a world full of Karens, be somebody who cares in the world, and keep fighting. Things get better. And yeah. So bye, everyone.